Welcome to the Jeremy Hill live stream. Today I have an interesting subject for you. I know I didn't really inform people in 2 or 3 hours before I had this live stream, but let me go ahead and tell you what it's going to be about. The subject is actually a question, and the question is, do Black women no longer have class? Again, do Black women no longer have class? And this is not to disrespect Black women or to put them down in any way. You can apply this question to damn near any ethnic group that is out there at this time. So let's go ahead and get into it. To me, men have more class than women today. It's absurd to think of that, but if you really look around you, if you look at social media, if you look at what's going on in the streets, if you look around anywhere, you will see that women have no class. They are not like the generations that have come before them. They are not like their grandmothers, their great-grandmothers, so on and so forth. Now today's woman, all she cares about is herself. The love and the compassion that is normally associated with a woman being feminine or just womanhood in general is absent. Women have separated themselves from femininity. They have separated themselves from compassion, kindness, long-suffering, peace. So now what I'm going to do is give you a list of attributes that I see today in the modernized mindset of the Black woman. Now here it is. Now you tell me if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen, if the things that I'm about to read off this list that I just wrote doesn't apply to the women that you see today. Let's get started. The first thing I see in women today is that they are rude, very rude. Hey, Luke. And hello, Darwin. Hope I say your name right, sir. Kissy. Thank you for the compliment, sir. Now, let me go ahead and get started. All right, first thing, women are real rude. The second thing I've noticed in our community among our Black women is that they are also lewd. Not just rude, but lewd. The third thing I've noticed, they are very vulgar. The other things I've noticed, they are profane, whorish, combative, dangerous. Today's modern day Black woman is dangerous because now they have no issues shooting, cutting, stabbing. You can turn on the news and you'll find women hurting other men or women because now they are also hateful, hoarded. So now today's woman is dangerous to a man. They poison your food. Not only are they dangerous to your physical bodies, but they are also dangerous to your finances. They will some women intentionally marry men just so that they can divorce them and take half of their belongings. Don't love them, don't like them, don't want them, but they have a plan. They have a 5-year plan. Hold on, put down here too. You're right on that too. They also have bad attitudes, Mr. Perry. Now, not only are they dangerous, but they are also argumentative. You cannot get a word in. They have no problem disputing anything you say. They have no problem trying to prove that they are right and that you are wrong. They only see things their way. They have extreme tunnel vision. So what I've noticed in the Black women of today, the modernized Black woman, and you can apply what I say to any ethnic group of your choice, but they are extremely argumentative. Another thing that they are very jealous-hearted. These women today, they are jealous of their own girlfriends, their friends. They are jealous of their mothers. They are jealous of their siblings. And they are also jealous of men. They can also be jealous of a man while she is in the relationship with the man. But for example, I've had this happen to me where I was being progressive, where I was doing well. It's like everything I was touching was turning to gold because I was just being blessed by God. She would try to do the same things, but she would fail and fail miserably. And it's not my fault. I try to help. But the woman became jealous of the fact that I was always winning. You get what I'm saying? So women today can also be jealous of the partners that they are with in relationships. Now, another thing they are, like I said, spiteful. They are very spiteful, but they are also deceitful. These women are masters now of deceiving men and women alike. Now, a deception is simply a lie that has been dressed to make you believe that it's the truth. For example, if I want to deceive you by poisoning you, I know not to give you a bottle of poison. Because if you was to drink poison, if you saw the bottle of poison, you would throw it out the window and put me in jail because you know that I tried to take your life. But if I fixed your favorite food, your favorite soup, and then I put the arsenic, then I put the poison of my choice in your meal or in your drink, you would eat or drink what I put in front of you because your guard is down. These women today are very deceitful. They deceive men. They make you think that they love you or have an interest in you when all along their whole game is to take your money. They just want to take over. Another thing, excuse me, the other thing about women today, they are malicious, cold-hearted, very malicious. It's as if they don't have any empathy. They have no more ability to put themselves in someone else's shoes. They lack sympathy. They can't feel sorry for anyone. And because that they lack empathy and sympathy, they have absolutely no ability to feel compassion for anyone. Compassion, sympathy, and empathy fall underneath the umbrella of femininity. If a woman has been detached from her ability to feel, to put herself in other people's positions, she's no longer a woman. She's a woman in a body of a frame of a woman who operates in wickedness and also through masculinity. Because hear what I'm about to say. If a woman cannot be empathetic towards somebody, how can she help her children? How can she help her children? How can she sit next to her child who may be depressed and considering deleting themselves or taking their own lives if she cannot feel that there's something wrong with that child? Think about what I'm saying. Do you really believe that women today have empathy? Now, the next thing I want to talk about is today's modern day woman is extremely lazy. Lazy. Do not want to go out there to work. Do not want to struggle to get anything anymore. They want to take the quickest way out, whatever it takes to get to the money or to the bag faster. This is why you have OnlyFans. This is why you have social media influencers who are women who do nothing more but parade their naked behinds online, hoping that you will cash app them, hoping that you will buy a subscription to them, because they are lazy. They are too lazy to go to school. They're too lazy to learn a trade. They're too lazy now. I'm talking about a lot of the younger women more than I am the older women who normally have degrees or whatnot. But most of the time, they are lazy. Don't want to clean up the house. You have to tell them to do certain things that you should not have to tell them. There's a piece of paper on the floor. Pick it up. She'll walk right past the paper on the floor as if it's going to evaporate and go away, or that you're going to take it up, that you're going to pick up on it, right? Another thing about these women today, they have absolutely become shameless. Can you name anything that can shame today's modern day Black woman? How can you say that they have shame when they walk about like prostitutes, dressed in whorish attire, breasts hanging out, wearing yoga pants or whatever you want to call those things without panties, vagina poking out visibly? You can see the lips of a vaginal woman. You can see it. And she's in Walmart where there's children at. You can see it when she's going to theaters like this. You can see it where she's wearing clothes that are so sheer, especially over her breasts, that you can see piercings coming out of her nipples. Why? Because she don't have any shame. There's no shame. You'll be hard pressed trying to shame today's modern day Black woman. They have taken the old saying, the old adage of ain't no shame in my game to a whole different level. These women are bragging about doing things sexually that they have never done before. These women have They are now bragging about stealing other men from other women. I'll get to that. Another thing about these women, they are extremely prideful. When a woman is extremely prideful, she is extremely stubborn, hard-headed, unwilling to budge, unwilling to compromise, because she is prideful. Thank you for the $2 donation, Decline Management. Thank y'all. Now back to what I was saying. She's stubborn. When a woman is stubborn, when she is prideful, there is no humility. This is the type of woman who will not apologize for action because she is prideful. When a woman has too much pride, she will never tell you that she's sorry. You will almost have to force it out of her. It's almost like pulling teeth out of a person because they are prideful. Too prideful to beg for a man back. And I know women don't want to hear the word beg or plead, but it's funny when I see a woman who asks me for money because she want to make me into a trick, how much she begs in. You beg men all the time, so don't tell me that you don't want to beg for a relationship to work. You beg a man for his money. You beg for a man to pay your nails and toes did. You beg him to get your hair did. You beg him to pay your light bill. You beg him to pay your rent. But when it comes to a relationship with a good man, when you have dropped the ball and he's thinking about walking away from you, you refuse to beg for something that actually is of substance or value. So you have selective pride. You want what you want, and no one can tell you anything because you're prideful. Now, what's the next one? The next one on my list is, oh yes. Today's modern day black woman is extremely boastful about inappropriate things. Inappropriate things. Hold on one second, gentlemen. I got to put this up here. There we go. Sorry about that. Inappropriate things. What do I mean? If you listen to the rap genre of music, the music of hip hop stars, like I think her name is Sexy Red, Take Me to Pound Town. The stuff that she is bragging about is lewd and horrible. She said that her coochie is pink and her booty hole's brown. Now you see women all over TikTok quoting this woman, saying, singing it, rapping it, talking about it, doing TikTok challenges. You see people run around laughing and giggling at inappropriate things. My coochie pink and my booty hole brown. Excuse me. Not only are they doing that, but women bragging about how well they suck this, suck that on a man, how they can put that thing down on a man. They bragging about how they can manipulate men into eating their booties and stuff like that. They doing all that stuff. They're bragging about women or bragging about how they can seduce other women into the other alternative lifestyle, claiming that they can turn out women. Women claiming that they can turn out women by putting straps on and just going up in their cat with the strap on and eating on the coochie and all this stuff like that. Women are boastful about inappropriate things in front of children, in front of old folks. They have no problem discussing their sexual exploits in front of people today. Just extremely boastful. Boastful about things that are sinful, and this is not to be religious, but sinful behavior, boasting about wicked behavior, talking about how you'll whoop this bee's butt if she get out of line. I do what I want. All these type of things. The other thing about these women today on my list is that they are very egotistical. Again, egotistical. They have an overinflated sense of self-worth. This is why you have women who are demanding to have men come into their lives to rescue them with an annual income of 6 figures or more. They can look as big as a house, overweight, morbidly obese, have no education, barely can do anything, have 4 or 5 kids, 2 or 3 different baby daddies, but then they can demand of you to rescue them, to give them out of your 6-figure income, upgrade their lives. Why? Because they have an overinflated ideal of self-worth. They are not worth that. rest of the world. Right. What else I got on this list? Oh yeah, today's modern day black woman have become exhibitionists. What is an exhibitionist? An exhibitionist is someone who has no problem displaying their genitalia in front of other people. They have no problem showing their vaginas, the butt, their breast. They have no problem committing sexual acts. OnlyFans, take that for an example. I'll call it Only Fools, because only fools will pay to watch a woman get butt naked. If you have enough game, you should have no problems. Now, if you want to look at flicks and porn, all you got to do is go to Pornhub. That's free. But some of these dudes are spending so much money on women just to look at something that they will never have an opportunity to touch, lick, or poke. You know, I'm going to keep it raw with you. So these women today have no problem being exhibitionists. Today's look, the fashion of today's modern day black woman is that of a prostitute. You can no longer tell the difference between what a stripper is wearing in the strip club than a woman who's out and about sometime. If you look at some of the award shows of black women, you will notice that they are dressing like porn stars and prostitutes and hookers. And sometimes, especially in the summertime, right now we have a heat wave in Texas, just knocking out stuff, right? You ought to see some of these women, how they're dressing right now. It's not like it was in the 90s where, you know, they dress kind of skimpy. You know, how they wear less and less. Now you think you are walking into a brothel when you walk out in the street. So that is the new dress code now. Oh yeah, good evening, Dilly. Yeah, good point there. Stripper, transgenders, and BW black women they are all dressing the same. Yeah, what's up, Detro08? Well, y'all be killing me with these names, man. I'll be trying to read the hell out of them. I got glasses on and feel like I can't see shit. But anyway, the other things on my list is this right here. Something that I think all of us have experienced with today's modern day black woman is that they are self-centered. Again, this goes back to being egotistical and selfish. But selfish is next on my list. I'll get to that in a minute. Self-centered. Me, 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 me. What about me, 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 me? If you pay me. I done broke my leg outside. Oh, you broke your leg? Too bad. Where my money at? Oh, I'm down on my luck. I got to get my paycheck. I can't. Oh, you don't got no paycheck? Cool. I'm going to go to the next man. I'm going to go ahead and exercise hypergamy right quick. Go find somebody who can do for me what you can't, because I care about me. I don't care about you. It got to the point where they don't even care about their children. They use their children as meal tickets now. They use their children as a way of coming up by using and abusing the system. They don't even want the kids half the time. They don't even really care. You can pay these women a whole lot of money in alimony, spousal support, or child support, and they will take that money and spend it on what they want for them, not on them kids. They may get a fraction for the kids, because all they care about is me, 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 me. Selfishness is the next on my list. That goes with the self-centered. I guess that's about the same. But the other thing on my list is they are extremely impulsive. Impulsive. What do I mean? They have absolutely no emotional intelligence. Whatever they feel, they do. If it feels good, do it. If I'm mad and all of a sudden I want to act out of my anger like a little spoiled brat, I'm going to do it. The first thing that comes to my mind when I'm upset, I'm going to speak it out. I'm going to do it because I'm impulsive. This is one of the reasons why they can't keep money. This is one of the reasons why they always asking for sugar daddies. This is one of the other reasons why they all want your money. They want your bag, because they also have a problem with impulse buying. They have no temperance, meaning they have no self-restraint. They cannot control themselves, ladies and gentlemen. Now, ladies who watch my show, if this is not applying to you, then you just ignore what I'm saying. But I know even if it doesn't, I know you know somebody who is like this. right? So impulsiveness is one of them. And last but not least on my list is the lack of irresponsible. They are irresponsible. Irresponsibility can translate to a lack of accountability. These women do not want to be responsible for their own lifestyles no more. They want you to foot the bill. They think they have no urge to be accountable to anything anymore. You can't hold them guilty to anything no more. It's as if guilt doesn't exist for women now. They're always innocent, meaning they are always a victim. No matter what it is, they will find a way to blame the circumstance. They will find a way to blame you for the problem that they're going through. They will find a way to blame strangers. They just find a way because they are irresponsible and do not want to take accountability for their actions. So that's all the things on my list. But let me say this. Men today of various ethnic groups have more class now than today's modern day woman, because men today are still holding on to traditional value systems that have been in place for thousands of years. We are still trying to be providers. We are still trying to be hardworking men. We are still trying to be protectors, and among other things. We will protect that which we love. We'll protect our families, sacrifice our lives, if that means protecting our children and our wives or anyone else that is dear to us. So we are still holding on to traditional value systems, and these traditional value systems give us class, okay? I'm not talking about the Pookies and the Ray Rays who dress like bombs, the losers, because you have winners and you have losers. That's just what it is. It's black and white. It's not black, gray, white, blurred lines. No, that's what women are doing. They want to blur the lines. They want to blur the lines between femininity and masculinity, to the point where that gray, that blurred line is now labeled toxic masculinity. That's all that is. When a man wants to be a man and it goes against this feminist agenda of where women want the men to be subservient to them, it is now called toxic masculinity. It's crazy. Now, this is one of my 30-minute live streams. If anyone wants to call in, you got to email me. Let me go see if anyone has or not. 1 second, gentlemen. Nope. All right. So if anybody wants to be a part of this live stream, I think I heard my pit bulls out there barking. Yeah. You got a few minutes before I shut it down, because on my weekdays I do 30 minutes, and then on my every other Sunday I do an hour-long live stream. So I did one last Sunday. So this upcoming Sunday there will be no live stream for an hour, but the following Sunday after that will be an hour long. But every week I would try to do at least a 30-minute live stream on Wednesdays at 5:15 Central Standard Time. Thank all of y'all who have joined this live stream. I greatly appreciate it. If anyone has anything to say it now. I'm gonna give you a few minutes before I shut this down. But to continue on what I'm saying, and for y'all who are new, who don't know, I have an injury to my back that makes me do my neck like this. I got it when I was at in the military, when I went to Afghanistan and stuff like that. So y'all, I know I look crazy sometimes. But yeah, like I was saying, the men have more class than today's modern day black woman. They don't want to wear dresses. If they do, it's going to be a lewd dress with a split so high, the split going to start from the ankle and go up to an armpit. That's kind of what's going to happen now. So now we are dealing with a generation of unruly women. We are dealing with a generation who have no problem taking your money. Well, that's always, they always did that. But they have no problem lying and being more sophisticated about doing that. Oh yeah, Tori is in jail, but kind of woman. Yep, they are creating the cookies that they complain about. Okay. Got a few more minutes before I shut it down. If anyone got something to say. My email is running across. If you email me, I can bring you onto the show. I have to send you a link. Let me take the email now. Okay. Okay, I don't see no one now. That's cool. Well, I think I just shut it down early. Well, I thank y'all for tuning in to the Jeremy Hill live stream show. You know, I'll be dealing with y'all again later. Y'all take it easy now. You hear? Y'all be safe out there.